thing that catapulted the exchanges today is Robinhood. So Robinhood's an exchange, and we've got Robinhood saying that they're going to delist Cardano, Polygon, and Solana tokens in the next 3 weeks. So they've given a date. The reason that they've chosen these tokens is because we've got the SEC naming certain tokens in their case against Coinbase, saying that the SEC is saying that these tokens are securities. Just because the SEC says that they are securities does not mean they are, but it means that there's going to be court cases which are going to determine whether they are. And if you look here, these are a list of what they named. And so the ones that have been named here, Solana, Matic, and Polygon, Robinhood is saying, look, this is not our fight. We want to get out of this. Let Coinbase and Binance do their thing. We're going to, in the meantime, to list any of these coins which may be securities, Cardano, Polygon, and Solana. And later on, we can come back and add them on if we want to. But for now, we're going to delist them. And if you are holding these tokens on Robinhood by the date that they've given, which is the 27th of June, they will automatically sell those tokens for you and convert it to USD. And this has really caused the runaway train today. So Robinhood is one exchange, but there's a lot of speculation that other US exchanges are going to follow suit. They're going to say, look, to be extra cautious, we are going to temporarily delist these tokens that may be securities, because if we keep these tokens on our exchange, we now, knowing that the SEC is saying that they believe these are securities, we may be knowingly trading in securities. So this is not something we want to do. We're going to start delisting. And so that is the speculation that's going on, and that has caused what we are seeing at the moment. So we're seeing here that the ones that they've listed are ones that they are saying is where the Howey test would come into play. And now the Howey test is a law from like 50 years ago to determine what is a security. A lot of crypto guys have said correctly so that the Howey test needs to be revised. But basically for now, case law goes, the Howey test is what we look at. And there's 4 criteria which determine whether something is a security or not. Number 1, was there an investment of money? So did you buy some tokens? Did you invest some money? Number 2, in a common enterprise. Number 3, did you expect profit by doing so? And number 4, would that profit have come from the efforts of others? And if it is all 4 of those things, then it is by law considered a security. Now, obviously, we need a court of law to determine whether it is a security. And in some ways, this is all quite bullish, because it means that finally we are going to get legal rulings on what is a security, whether they are securities. Is the Howey test outdated? We know it's from 1946. Maybe it will get rewritten here. And I think something that people need to understand is that this is a long-term thing. These court cases against Coinbase and Binance are going to take years and years and years before we get proper finality on them. However, there is going to be this uncertainty, especially in the US. Now, even if all of this is labeled as securities in the US, this only really affects the US. Now, yes, the US is a massive market, but it's not going to kill crypto altogether. So the question is, you come here and you look here and you see tokens down 20, 30% in the last day. Is now the best buying opportunity of your life, or is now time to be cautious? Now, my personal opinion, not financial advice, is now is a time to be cautious, especially with anything that could be considered a security. So we know that Bitcoin is probably the only one that isn't a security for sure. We know that. So is it a good time to buy Bitcoin? Possibly. If your long-term horizon is long, then it is, whether it goes to 20,000 or stays 25,000. But I would be cautious buying anything that might be considered a security at this particular point. It's high risk. And yeah, that's the whole story of what is going on at the moment and what has caused this crypto FUD that we are seeing.